down. 60 or.
54 Come on, D.
This is Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Squeeze, double.
From the gun, Jones. Open man has got one. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Pull it high. Get it.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Set up. 18 Gator.
54. Right, 54. We got it.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 10-yard line. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victory?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. He's at the 50. The 40, the 30. Certainly not how they... envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready. 90 Wolf. Ready.
Their run, this is Darrell Henderson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set, ready. 18 Gator. Quick take. Sam on. Snap.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes. The
Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now left side on the swing pass. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Rock it. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Go,
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rudolph now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll go down at the 28.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see.
Bravo.
You don't want it. 40's the night. Squeeze. Watch the run.
Yo, Jackrabbit, come on. Deep grip.
Third and 2, Rudolph. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Taylor now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a first down. To throw again is Taylor. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Throwing on second down. Rudolph. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Rudolph. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Absolutely.
You'd make sure that he gets targeted, but the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
They'll run on first down. Hines, he fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week,
and it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And some space here. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Now Taylor steps away to his left and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And Taylor's throw there should have been intercepted, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Melvin Gordon, as the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here's Rudolph. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. A second nice move. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Tavecchio now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive. Stay up.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rudolph. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he...
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Get the ball.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down. The first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got it. And oh, my goodness, he loses it again. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Set, like 5. Mike, 58, right there. Keep these 2. I got you, boy. Quarter. Kill.
They'll look to run with Henderson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, If you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw the... Gordon loses the football. It's loose. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Get it.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. Now Taylor. This is the tight end, Njoku. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Taylor on third down, throws incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. Now it's Taylor. Open man has got it. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Taylor now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing Jones. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. 20. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Landry, the intended target. So that changes things, no doubt. We thought we might be on the verge of our initial score of the game, but after that interception...
The long return.
Yeah, then they had that long return, and now it's the other sideline who might be the first to put the points up. On first down, it's Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10 at the 20. On the run, this is Hilliard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Taylor. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction. And that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way to put it.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, past the 20. And in into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nyheim Hines, 81 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Parkey with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Cameron Hayward in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Taylor to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Operating from the gun. Taylor. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, it's a fake. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Like 80.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
Pull it together. Bang, 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 bang. Check safety, check safety. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Why did they
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Like 20. He's coming, he's coming. He don't know no better.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 10. Go face it. 77. Hey, shoot. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. Derwin James on the cover.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
In your face.
5. 2.
So we got man.
Alert.
Mike 54. Watch the slant.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job.